so much on the line again this game, Owen. Who you feeling?
I think Team Bold looked pretty hot last game. You know, for all the flashy start that we saw Level Up get going, it did sort of slow down. And I guess this time around, they will at least have the Spectre to rally around. I think RDO, for sure, he's going to have a much better time if it plays out to be that sort of a game, being on the Spectre in comparison to the Lifestealer last game. But yeah, Team Bold's execution was pretty hot last game. I guess one thing to look forward to this time around, you kind of mentioned it last game, Brian, but Funnick on the Axe, he's going to be able to do kind of what he was trying to do last game right from the offlane with this hero.
If he wants to carry, go for it, buddy, because that is pure damage from that spin. I was doing the math, by the way. If he goes for this Manta Shard build, it's 30% chance on an attack to do 180 pure damage. That is 54 pure damage in attack. Basically your own form of Desolate from Spectre, because that is also pure damage. So they're really going for the pure damage synergy of the right clicks, and there's no way that heroes like Underlord, Lifestealer, Tiny all rely on magic immunity and damage reduction through the armor of Tiny as well as the aura of the Underlord, but you don't reduce any of that pure damage. So we're gonna have to see as this game goes late. I would favor Level Up, but Underlord should have a really good start. I'm really mainly looking towards this mid lane as we see Noob consistently stomping all these noobs that he's against in the mid lane.
They certainly did have quite the time last game. I mean, this time around, sort of players apart, you know, just look at the heroes. How does Storm and Tiny normally fare? Is it already kind of Storm favored in your mind?
Yeah, definitely in the laning phase. You're just a melee range hero, and all of Storm's damage is melee range. So I have to imagine that they didn't mind picking it later on just for the ease of the Grimstroke combo, which can likely burst the Storm in the mid game if you do catch him, but early on, definitely expect to have Noob off to a significantly better start. Also going to be enabled by DNZ's Coddle, who should be able to leave Funnick alone somewhat near the time that Storm hits 6.
Oh, we'll see sort of what time they can start to sort of make those moves. As the lanes are, and you know, RDO down bottom, he's not really going to be too fussed about the harassment that Radich can lay down on the lane, having Bucktop backing him up with the constant heals. I guess there's up top as well, Gorg. Doing pretty nice on these first few waves, and there's some potential aggressiveness that they could try and play with here between the two of them, this Lifestealer and Grimstroke. As DNZ will have to be careful with his positioning.
There's not much you can do to Axe in general. For some reason, the hero has 6 HP regen base approximately, so you can try to harass him down, but unless you're killing him before that Vanguard, ain't gonna do much. As Bucktop, hey, you know what? Par for the course. We saw that happen last game, and now we're gonna see a kill in reverse against the Enchantress coming up in the near future, because first game we did see a strat of dying to feed gold and experience, thus giving more to his carry when they get the return kills.
There was certainly some truth to that. I mean, it did give them some pretty beefy cores very early on with the farm and XP that they were picking up in that first game. We'll see. This mid lane, I mean, you said it, Brian, we are seeing it. 17 for 4 against the 8 for 3 Noob, having a smashing time here.
I'm a bit surprised they willingly picked Excalibur into an unfavorable matchup, just based on what happened in the first game, but hey, they managed to pull it out there, and I am a bit more scared, though, of a Storm Spirit with an incredibly good start than a Snapfire, as we see him abusing the small camp again every single minute from Noob. Seems like the secret to his success, people, so if you want to quickly learn how to stomp your mid lane in your pubs, this is the guy to watch.
Absolutely. I think we're seeing this from some other mid laners as well. It really does feel that unless you're sort of drafting a hero for the matchup that's going to be able to kill or maybe put pressure damage onto the tower, you got to be picking these mids that can just shove the wave and then clear the camp for maximum efficiency.
And he's prioritizing that over being aggressive on Excalibur at all. So you can tell that his timings are what he cares about, not necessarily slowing down that Blink Dagger and just rotating between constant water runes, bounty runes. He can spam that Static Remnant, which he's maxing out over the... He's actually leveled the pull, despite the fact that he hasn't been laning, which is kind of interesting.
No, that's true. He may have taken that when sort of Excalibur was coming in with the combo up to the high ground. That might have been sort of a situational thing where he had the skill point ready to drop just in case. Because, yeah, absolutely. I think otherwise he doesn't really have any use for that. He's just all about just clearing the camps and clearing the wave as quickly as he can with the burst.
Exciting Dota coming out from Funnick. Never before seen creep cutting of the patch. Look forward to seeing so much of it at the major.
I'll see what Funnick... He's actually trying to get aggressive onto Pablo. It's cool getting a few spins off the blast as
that
well.
Orb of Venom he's got.
He might be able to run this down. Pablo, he's got the stick charges. And that is going to be enough to keep Pablo safe. Another blast will cancel the salve, though, so that's going to be very irritating here for Pablo. He's going to be left on incredibly low HP.
Just has to TP home. More solo experience for our streamer. Gork doing pretty decent in the top lane, but Axe traditionally had trouble with heroes like Lifestealer that can consistently hit you with passives. But nowadays, I don't know, they just buff the hero too much over time. Pretty much the most reliable laning out of any offlaner right now. And it mainly comes down to those mid-game rotations once he's cutting the creep wave, because usually you can't do enough early on to punish the Axe. So we'll be looking out to see if Excalibur gets a quick early rotation just to shut this down ASAP. If you can do it before the Vanguard, it's ideal, but usually it just comes out too fast, as Funnick's gonna probably get it off this creep wave as well as the medium camp.
Yeah, it's going to be a quick one for sure here, Funnick.
Ooh, nice steal of the creeps from Pablo.
And overall, on the bottom lane, definitely some heat being felt here for Ferradio, having the hardest time here in the laning stage so far. Only the 17 last hits, so it's going to be a slow start on the Spectre.
Yeah, pretty impossible lane. 50 base damage on Spectre, 65 on Underlord, plus the aura that not only reduces your damage, but buffs up his own. Just the CS war will always go in favor of the Underlord. It's usually this bad, so I wouldn't say this is RDO misplaying at all, especially since his main way of playing the lane is the Warlock heal, which can just be simply purged off by that enchant.
Oh, look, this move from Noob.
It's a big move.
He's looking to try and help out RDO down here, get himself a kill opportunity onto Radjik, as Noob's in with the move, as he sets up for RDO to get the kill. As RDO is going to be very, very grateful there for that rotation from Noob.
Yeah,
Nicely
super
done.
important. Very nice. Also giving his level 3 Coddle the mid lane, which by jungling and enabling his Coddle to have more points up in the Chakra magic, it will accelerate Storm's game even further. Looks like they're also stacking. Oh, that's a big stack.
Oh, it's juicy.
Pablo. I think he's dead.
Probably, yeah, I think he is kind of dead here. But the ink swell. Maybe he can look for a deny to Roche. Can he time it? Oh, not a chance. Funnick in with the dunk.
Yeah, it's a tough one to give the last hit to Roche when he can just dunk you at 250 or less.
Funnick having a very good start as expected. Nothing to slow him down on this top half of the map.
Yeah, really good warding from DNZ, prioritizing the top half of the map as they play super defensive with the Warlock Spectre. Yes, Underlord is supposed to out-CS you, but he doesn't really pressure you down there, so they don't feel like they need any information. He's not like a Mars or any ultimate-based offlaner, so they have all their attention on the triangle while protecting RDO underneath his own tower. I think they're getting everything they want on the side of level up.
Yeah, yeah. No, they're definitely keeping hold of these spaces, and Team Bold, their
Punish
sort of
him, Excalibur.
I mean, let's see if he can close the gap on him. As DNZ's pretty speedy with these Tranquils.
They know he has a
away,
ward,
Excalibur.
though. They should be able to get a D ward, because he attacked the Dire ward from the river, and there was no way of seeing it other than a ward of his own, so I expect that to get D warded. See if Team Bald is on their game when it comes to the warding information.
Got a regen rune on Noob as well, so they've got to look out for moves from this storm. So he's going to make the play mid. He's trying to get in onto Excalibur, trying to force some TPs out. It will get cancelled by their own choices. They don't want to actually move in on that. It's just a bit of a poke from Noob there with the aggression. And Noob actually instantly making a move towards the top here with this smoke. They're going to see if they can maybe catch Gorg. We'll, of course, rely on him getting the grab with the Vortex or the Cool before the Rage, but they're going to have a shot at it from the smoke. Let's see if Gorg's quick with the rage. It's Funnick. He's able to set up. Funnick in with the call. Gorg, he will still get the rage off. And actually, with the invest,
nice.
He's actually going to be okay. Excalibur's coming in.
He's fine.
He's going to hold back Funnick. Yeah, Gorg's fine. Excalibur, on the other hand, he might not. There's 4 heroes here still trying to take him down, but further backups coming in for Team Bold. There's Gorg. He's going to try and start to go in onto Audio. Noob back in with the grab onto Excalibur. Excalibur gets the avalanche down. Toss as well. Noob taking damage underneath the tower. They'll bring down Excalibur, but now level up. They've got to be careful how they continue to poke Funnick. He's going to go straight for the TP out. Gorg, he could be in trouble as well.
I don't think he's fine.
Continues to zip zap around as Noob brings down Gorg. 5 up. Could he get the kill? He will manage to bring down Noob in return. But that's 3 heroes going down there on Team Boulders. And Noob gets a hell of a lot done there before he goes down.
Yeah, suddenly RDO off to a rough start. Still bottom of the net worth for the cores, but he's approximately even with the Lifestealer. And that's just not the situation you want to be on Lifestealer against Spectre. You're a stronger laner. You're supposed to be ahead at this point. But Gork staying around a little bit too long, trying to help out his boy Excalibur. Us Twitch streamers, we stick together. We also die together.
Apparently so here. It's all in all, 10 minutes in, 5-3. And we'll see again this play up top. It took him a while to get Gorg. Team Bold Reborn able to make something of this dive. But all in all, Noob picking up those kills before he goes down. And it's going to continue to keep him on track to what should be quite a good Orchid timing this game. There's Gorg. Gotta find somewhere safe to go. Still trying to get his armlet finished underneath this tower. We see Noob, he's constantly heading up to look for more plays like this. Really wants to try and go for the dive again onto Gorg.
He's taking the sacrificial farm for his team as Underlord is reaping the benefits bottom. #1 net worth, but Gorg doesn't exactly get to play an efficient game by constantly putting himself in front of this tower. I think Underlord would have been fine to do this job.
Sure, you'd rather they sort of switched halves that they were playing on.
Yeah, I think so. I think that would be ideal. It's not like bad the way they're doing it. I just think you would prioritize the Underlord nuking out the wave than Lifestealer having to be underneath his own tower, right-clicking it. But Tiny, almost Blink Dagger done, 12 minutes in. Not too bad for Excalibur, all things considered. Have to get some early kills, though, because the map control aspect of Storm Spirit plus Spectre, eventually you are not going to be able to farm alone on any hero from Team Bald. So if you don't get in the momentum now, it will never come. As Excalibur gets the regen rune. Okay.
They're going to drop the Golem. Noob still wants to go. He's going to head in, but the Soulbind comes out. They've been caught. They're going to be set up upon by the root from Radix. That's Noob going down. Ardio's got to run.
Give him the question mark.
Ready to charge in. Funnick, he's able to come in with the coverage of the cool, gets the cool control out onto the 2 of them. But now Funnick, he's going to be the one to go down instead as Team Bold. They get not just the Storm, but the Axe as well. As level up, maybe a little too hasty to sort of make something happen there. As Booktop, the call's made, he drops the Golem. They go in deep. It cost them 2 big cores.
Yeah, they saw the Christmas tree. They were in the spirit. They felt like they should give a little bit of a gift to Team Bald Reborn here as they just... That's what the Underlord pick was for. Not only is it good in lane versus Spectre, but it's also nice against all the spirits. That AoE root followed up by the leash from the Grimstroke. It's just a lot of control. Noob can't go using all that mana he's got from the Coddle if he's rooted or leashed all fight.
Absolutely not, Noob. It's just he's going to have to be a little more careful about zipping in when these heroes are around. There's Team Bold Reborn. Smoke up, ready to make another move. No infest for 40 seconds on Gorg, so Gorg will just have to be used as bait.
He specializes in that.
Well, showing himself here in the middle. Maybe we'll lead sort of level up to being a false sense of security as Excalibur. He's heading up for the jump top.
Yeah, no Radiant Sentry, so they didn't see that word placed.
Oh, and he's in onto Noob. They get the combo down into the X-Flash stun. They've taken him down perfectly. Noob's gone. Root now controlling up DNZ. Funnick's got to start backing off as the Phantom's Embrace is upon him. DNZ is going to try and do his best to hide in the trees. Excalibur, he's going to have an avalanche up. In with the blink, Excalibur picks up a second. As this is what we're going to start seeing from Team Bold. Just the three of them, really. I mean, even just the two of them, Excalibur and Pablo, they can make these moves whilst Gorg gets the place and space to farm.
I got a straight up flame Phonic here, man. You go for a Hurricane Pike Scotty on Venomancer. Where's the Manta Shard, bro? Let's go.
I mean, he'll go for that next, right? You know, you don't want to get it yet. You get your standards, surely still. You get the Vanguard, the Blink, the Phase, then you go for the Manta Shard. Or do you like to see skip the Blink?
Yeah,
you want to skip the Blink and go?
Yeah, because the timing lines up where if he were to go no Blink, straight Manta Shard, you get it around the 20-ish minute mark, and then you go Blink Dagger. But hey, to each their own. I say it once again as Pablo. Just making sure that Noob doesn't feel comfortable to go on him there, as 5-up is taking the mid tower, and Excalibur gets the double damage rune.
Yeah. Goodbye, Noob.
I mean, this is pretty much the same story as game one. Noob off to an insanely good start, and then has a couple deaths in the mid game. This game, it's a bit more surprising since I'd say Snapfire is much more fragile than the Storm Spirit at this stage. Just getting a little careless. That's, I guess, why they picked the Tiny into the Storm.
Yeah, he can make these moves, Excalibur. Take him down pretty much 100-0. I mean, definitely so when he has the buff up of the Ink Swap. As booked up, that's going to be another kill for Excalibur. Easy jump here onto the Warlock. Team Bob Reborn, maybe think about setting up around mid. Level up hiding here off to the side. Noob will show. Look at the opening route. Nothing else to get in. Excalibur. See what he's wanting to jump here. As the zip's going to come in from Noob, but Excalibur's in straight away as soon as Noob comes into the front lines. He's caught out by the combo. They're soul-bound together. Noob's not going to be able to zip out as the leash will hold him back long enough for the damage to be done. Ardio is able to get over to the back lines, take down Pablo.
Gore coming in hot.
He's ready to wrap it from the side here as they're looking towards Ardio. Gore committing in with the rage. Ardio's able to get over the high ground here with the dagger. He's away. Excalibur, another combo, blows up DNZ. It's Team Bob Reborn again, just continue to come out of these moves on top. Excalibur's not done. He's
still has Golem, but I don't think that's going to matter here. Now, does vertical distance count towards impetus damage?
Yeah. I mean, vertical distance, right, does count for breaking Dream Coil, right? Or not?
That's, you know what I mean? That's what you're here for, Owen. You got your own home computer.
You. Yeah, I'm in the game though. I can't check, but I think it does. So I would say it might do. I think the vertical range distance would add a bit of damage to impetus. As bottom, Rajix.
I think he's
gonna get out of time with this rift. Oh, he's not. They've got the damage.
Good kill, but still 3K net worth lead and top 3 net worths going the way of Team Bald as they take that opportunity to walk into the Roche pit. Enchantress, one of the best heroes at tanking Roche, as also slowing down his attack speed with the Solar Crest. 175 attack speed slow. Oh, I guess it's only 90 because of the stash resistance. I forgot about that interaction. Stash resistance does reduce the effect of Untouchable. So Excalibur being the rock for the team, literally, as he tanks the Roshan.
Yeah, they'll be able to find this without any interruptions from level up with the Haunt on cooldown. They're not in a position to try and dive in and take a team fight. So Gorg, it's got the Aegis ready to go for the next round.
They had Golem and Storm Spirit on their team, so I'm kind of surprised. I think if they knew about that or suspected it, they would have tried to do something about it.
Oh, Brian, you see this? Well, yeah, funny. He's not going for it. Thought he'd gone BKB next.
The disappointment is on my face.
I wanted
to
see
right
the greed.
But
I mean, it's not even. I mean, is it even really great? I feel like it's a build that nowadays just the majority of the time it's the better build, right?
I think when you're against cores that don't die and call, you're legit supposed to go for that build. I think it is the build when they have really beefy guys. It's like, okay, blink call the Tiny, blink call the Lifestealer, blink call the Underlord. Then what? You know.
I'm talking about the Underlord, Rajix. I'll find him. He's going to go for the TP out. And I'll tell you what, they've got nothing else to cancel it.
I think he could have max range Golem in there. Didn't even pump fake it a bit to see if he could. I don't know if it's worth it. Probably is, though. all things considered.
He's got the full mech now, Ragic, so that sort of move's going to be even tougher to make next time. It's Funnick. I mean, may look to try and set something up here, but saying that, though, it's not an easy jump to make.
The dunk on the catapult.
The siege creep.
That's a first.
It should be fine as well.
Arrow. Gork's impressed.
Oh!
Couldn't he?
I say he should be fine. He had Blink up the whole time. He just ends up going in melee range and tanking a Phantom's Embrace to the face. He could have absolutely blinked out if he wanted to, but opting to sort of stand at melee range and cast Battle Hunger.
Not Funnick's best series of his career.
He's having a rough one.
I'd be intimidated too. Playing up
They're up
against
to the high
Team
ground. Oh, that's true. Especially after game one. Team Bald looking very comfortable. As this tier 3 ice guy's going down 20 minutes in. They're not able to bring in any sort of defense here at the moment without Funnick. We're going to see Noob try and zipping onto Gorg, but Gorg's still got the Aegis. He's not going anywhere. As what can they do here to put a stop to Team Bald? She looks like, okay, Team Bald, they're going to give some respect with Funnick respawning. With Funnick back up, Team Bald, they don't want to push blindly into the 5 of them. They'll back off, continue to play it safe, play it smart here, Team Bald.
Enchant a new creep, hurry, 5 up. Oh, gave away that 40 gold. Okay, Manta almost done for RDO. Very important for bringing down the enemy cores. Due to the pure damage bolster. Tripling it up if he gets the Desolate procs.
Oh, DNZ!
The Jukes.
He's off for... Oh, nice Jukes. It's actually going to be enough to save him. I think it is. DNZ there. Nice little bit of a turn. Gets out alive.
Bit fortunate. Excalibur blind blinked right past him as he was running through the trees.
How's RDO doing? Yeah, as you say, he's nearly got that. I mean, once the Manta's done, is he able to really turn up and do a lot? Is this a game where you see him being able to jump one target and take them out with the illusions at the start of the
if
fight?
anybody's alone, they'll die.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of having them actually be alone, as Team Bald has been dead set on 5-manning, barreling down the lanes with this Aegis. And I think it's the right play. I think this is the exact timing they have to capitalize on, as he's going for a defusal on RDO. Don't mind this approach. I don't think the Radiants would do too much this game.
No, I like it, especially when you're playing against, well, I mean, 2 cores with already a very small mana pool, the lifesteal and the Tiny, and I mean, both of them, it's going to suck to lose the mana at the start of it all, Tiny especially. You're not going to be able to throw out any combos in the action. There's Noob. They're going to go for the jump. Popping the horn as well. Noob's been able to find the jump onto Pablo. We're going to see the Rift coming out from Ragix. He's going to look to try and take Excalibur out of this, but the blast pushed them apart.
The cancels.
Actually, Ragix, he's holding back on it. He does want to keep fighting it. Gorg and 5 up are coming in from the side.
No mana on Storm.
He's out of mana. Noob's trying to walk away, but Gorg chases him down. Funnick, he's able to come in with a 3-man call. The spins are coming out. He's able to dunk down Excalibur. Buy some time here for Noob to get out of there. But I say that Noob tries for a TP. Ragix, he's ready to put a stop to it. Drops the pit down. They take out DNZ. They'll take down Noob. 5 up. The one to clean this one up as he picks up the triple. It's just again struggling to fight into Team Bold here. Level up as it's just a little too much. That they've got this lead at the moment, Team Bold, and the execution of this team fight. As you said, there's this call from Ragic to say, you know, we don't need to run. We can stick around and take this fight. It's working out every time.
They don't have any damage to kill this Enchantress. Most of their damage is through right clicks of the 3 cores, as well as minimal nuke damage coming out from the support duo. So 5 up, I don't think they can really afford to focus him either. Kind of has free reign of just throwing out those Impeti in the middle of the fight.
Let's see what RDO's able to do here. He's trying to take
Come
down
out,
Ragix.
Gordon, make him take less damage.
Ragix. He's going to buy some time with the Yules. Gorg's going to jump out.
There you go. Nice patience from Gorg.
I mean, Gorg's trying to go for RDO, but the force beside now. Gorg's in trouble. They've got the silence upon him.
He's fine. He's not fine, Owen.
He's not. The defense is pulled together here by Level Up. Not before the racks fall, of course. Team Bold Reborn. They got their objectives, but it will cost them some lives. There's now a little bit of breathing space for Level Up.
You got to respect the end goal. They got what they came for, but they most certainly will lose some map control off this, but it's all about that Roche. If Level Up can turn this into a Roshan for Storm with the cheese on the Spectre, then we're talking some serious trouble for Team Bald. But as of now, they've still got their hair, and we'll have to see how much more can be plucked in the next few minutes as 5UP goes for the Sproink. I don't know how I feel about this. It does make me slightly uncomfortable.
Well, Excalibur. Noob with a big zip. He catches him. Excalibur.
That's the chain feed against the Storm Spirit. Gotta be careful. He's got DD. Gork thinks he's fine underneath this tower.
And they've got the Golem up in 15 seconds as well from Booktop, so
gotta be
super
super
to throw out.
Suddenly Spectre almost has a defusal. Illusion Rune bottom. Go get it, RDO. Oh, Gork's trying to yoink it.
Gork.
Oh, race to it. Oh, this could be a
grab it in
disaster.
time. They've got the call on to Gork. Gork. He's going to try and fight this for now. Noob's looking for the backlines. He's going to go straight away over towards Pablo. They come out with a horn. Gork
double infested. He came out
trying to
immediately.
heal Pablo, but Pablo goes down.
Okay.
RDO moving in with the blade mail, looking towards Gorg. Gorg trying to turn. It's the fair few illusions out. Funny comes in with the call, but he doesn't quite grab Gorg. Gorg able to play out to the side, takes down RDO. Pits out now onto Funnick. Gorg having to reset. Quite low at the moment. Excalibur, he's ready to fight though. Jumps in, looks for the combo onto Funnick, but Funnick's able to interrupt it with a quick berserker's
5UP's
call.
legit carrying this fight right now.
Yeah, I mean, as you said, but they can't kill the Enchantress. They have to ignore him. But he's just doing so much damage because of that.
He's out of mana, though. How much damage did he do there?
I say it's got to be some big numbers, surely, overall.
Okay, I'll look at it myself. As it is actually mostly on the Lifestealer, but about 2/3 as much damage as the Lifestealer from the Enchantress. The Armlet Basher build, pretty low armor core is pretty much every hero, I guess, other than when the axe is calling. So this physical damage build, doing some work. Tips 5UP. I like that, the PMA tips.
Funnick. Oh, he's off the mark with the call. Doesn't catch 5UP in the call.
Oh, the Sprite damage, the value.
Look at those impetus fly, beautiful. They had the pit out. Can they really dive this though, Team Bold? Gorg's making his way over. Excalibur's going to be coming in from the side. He'll get the jump in onto Booktop.
This Sprink looks so dumb.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
That's Team Bold. They're back to business. It's another tower. This bottom tower, no chance to defend it here from Level Up. They've got the diffuser now down to Excalibur. He's in with the combo. Poor DNC weren't ready for that. A quick jump into the base and DNC's gone. He has to buy back.
I think Team Bald has a new fan as they look to close this out convincingly 2-0. Kyle cheering his ass off in the back room.
It's looking very smooth here from Team Bold. No doubt about it. I think
The
people don't really know what
Grove
to... He's got the Grove. Oh, the
Enchantress.
the Enchantress. There's definitely the dream item here.
Imp Claw, best neutral item on Tiny as well. Man, their fate is looking kindly down upon Team Bald. I was thinking about this the other day. Maybe they've talked about it, Owen. Did they die originally? Like, was there a normal Team Bald? Like, did they arrive?
Yeah, well, I see what you mean. I don't know the lore of Team Bold. Indeed, as you said, a Team Bold Reborn. There's definitely got to be some lore there.
You have to die first, right?
Yeah.
I really want to know the origin story. They better have concocted one.
Has been killed.
True or not, I don't care. Okay, Mindbreaker could be really sick this game against the Storm Spirit. Even the Axe, if you get him right as he blinks in.
Excalibur's in straight away. The Golem's going to get dropped down here to try and break the combo. Gorg, he is able to turn now over towards the Spectre. They're up in the air with the double Yules. Could they actually finish them off though? Forced to the side, they're getting RDO out of here. Jumping in onto the backlines, looking for Pablo. Another call controlling 5UP and Radix as Funnick's trying to pull them apart from one another. Nobody actually ends up going down. Both teams able to have a bit of a jump on one another and then breaking apart from each other in time to make sure that there's no casualties here.
Yeah, report Radix. I think he just saved both people that were leashed together by that Grimstone.
Yeah, the Yules was definitely a bit of an oof.
Yeah, there was a full damage Inkswell coming in. That was going to finish them off, or at least stun them long enough to finish them off. That stun duration is insane. But all part of the plan. Level up is smoked. The Roche doesn't die very quickly.
They've got Horn
for the vision.
See what they can scout out. Jump onto Pablo. RDO able to find the first target. Put Funix in with the two-man call. And now the bashes are coming out. Gorg able to turn towards Funix. A quick sprint beside it from 5 up. Funix, he's gone. Gorg ready to look for the next target. Steps over towards RDO. RDO has been able to bring down a second, but it'll cost him his life. Noob having to keep his distance here away from Gorg and his basher. As Noob's out. 2 for 2. And he's going to leave them the chance to go back in. Noob, he's going to jump in on this, but he's been silenced. He's getting bashed as well. He's got the control. Oh, not quite there. Radix trying to set up with the Yules into Pit, but the Pit's not down in time. Still, though, Team Bold, they'll take everything here from the Roshan. They get the kill, they get the Aegis on Gorg, and they have the cheese and the shard, in fact, at the moment being held by Radix. So he's gonna take that for himself there.
Oh, that's a very nice shard. Increases the wave count now. They've kind of worked it around a little bit. You can't heal off of it. It used to cast the heal on yourself, but it does increase the count by 3, reduces the cast point on your Firestorm, and it allows you to cast it on yourself, so you can walk around in the middle of the fight. Pretty massive AoE when you include the level 10 talent.
No, it's very good. I mean, Firestorm already is just that fantastic sort of percentage-based damage, so just being able to easily guarantee more hits on the enemies makes it that more harder to fight in, especially obviously when you're playing these cores that don't really want to have the BKB, Noob and RDO in particular.
Yeah, Gork had a really cool approach to that fight. They haunted in to the Roche, so they all immediately stopped hitting it, and he infested the Underlord. So who do you go on? The 4,000 HP Underlord when he's infested? No siree.
Still, I mean, I feel like even at this stage, right, that you can still just go back for the Manta Shard right on Funny. Like, especially if you're going to be playing this game from inside of your base.
He does have the shard. He does have the shard queued up. I noticed the shard without Manta is still pretty solid, but it is definitely underwhelming in comparison to when you do have the Manta. But you can always go the shard first at this point, just because you're down by so much that you need to eke out every little bit of value from that net worth you got.
Well, Funnick, aggressive play here. It is going to be backed up by Noob. They'll jump, they'll take out Pablo. Funnick now trying to back off with the BKB. Gorg on top of him, but with the Glimmer onto Funnick, they'll get him out to safety.
Sprink.
He's going to turn his attention towards Booktop. As Gorg, he's looking for the objective, trying to battle here through backdoor protection. Now the creeps have come in. Backdoor protection is gone. Gorg and Excalibur, they can take the melee racks down.
You know 5-Up's having a good time this game.
He's just jumping all over the place.
And just continuously solar cresting Gorg.
Yeah, and with the Aegis, I mean, they just can't really commit onto Gorg. They know that he's going to be hard to take down even just the once. You see the jump in from Funnick. Funnick, BKB's on cooldown. He's got to be careful. Golem's going to get dropped down onto the 3 of them. 5-Up, Radix, and Excalibur backing off. RDO haunting in on the back lines. The Phantoms embraces out on him. RDO, he needs help and he needs it now. He's not going to get it. That's RDO down for a minute. Noob still trying to commit onto the back lines, looking for Pablo. Pablo with the Glimmer. It will keep him protected from the soul burn damage. Pablo's going to live.
Yeah, they just can't seem to match the pace that Team Bald's presenting. They have been truly reborn, looking to end this season with a positive record.
Funnick. They've caught him off to the side. They do lose 5-Up. Noob's able to finally take him out, but Funnick's going to die here off to the bottom half of the base. 2 dead now, with no buybacks available. Team Bold having the space to keep pushing on Noob, desperately trying to hold ears. He'll get the zipping onto Pablo, but the root's down onto Noob. They've got the toss combos. Further silence is coming in with the Phantom's Embrace, as that's Noob down the once. He'll buy back Gorg. And a bit of diving here underneath the tier 4s. The Rage is up. You can step away, nothing to do through that whilst the Axe is dead. That one sort of form of lockdown out of the game for 35 seconds. Excalibur, he's just continuing to clean up some action. Jumps in onto DNZ. Will have to put the BKB. As he starts to dance around underneath the tier 4s. Space is being made though. Gorg is taking out the mid set of racks as Team Bold Reborn. They'll be able to claim the Mega Creeps.
He's even dancing on the haters.
I mean, even toying with the rift here. They're not rifting out of this anytime soon.
That's a 2-star Uber if I've ever seen it.
He's ready to, he's going back in. He's straight in onto book top. It's the Warlock gone. Again, these attempts for a noob trying to take down Pablo. They've tried so many times. Can they actually get Pablo this time round? RTO, no, he can't. Pablo still alive. The blast, it's not even going to be enough damage. The dagger will. RTO finally gets the kill, but it's going to cost him his life. Excalibur catches him in the trees. GG is called. It's Team Bold Reborn. They'll take game 2. And with that, the series, it is theirs. 2-0 here against Level Up.